For unvaccinated people who are 12 and older, they will not be permitted to attend any private indoor social gatherings.
Mark my words, and you're going to have communities torn apart by this. This is despicable.
Communities, families, businesses, congregations. I mean, this is the most divisive policy in Canada right now. We complain about Justin Trudeau treating people like they're clean and unclean, but he is not saying that our children who are unvaccinated cannot participate in private social gatherings with their parents. Jason Kenney and Tyler Shandro said that. That is the most divisive policy in this entire country.
Anyway, we have the clip, Sheila, so let's run this unintentionally hilarious montage of Jason Kenney-isms.
This is a happy day for Alberta. I am very happy to be here with Health Minister Tyler Shandro for some fantastic news for all Albertans. To adopt the Restriction Exemption Program, a proof of vaccination program for participation in certain discretionary activities that have a higher risk of viral transmission.
Sorry. But I was just going to ask you if, like, because this message that we have right now is open for some.
It's open for good. Open for good.
I don't want to go back to
I swear to God.
What's your position on vaccine passports for those individuals unwilling to be vaccinated?
Opposed, and we've been very clear from the beginning that we will not facilitate or accept vaccine passports, and that in fact we regard, I believe that they would in principle contravene the Health Information Act. We have no capacity to, I don't even know what a vaccine passport is. All I know is this, that it's illegal based on the Privacy Act to ask somebody whether they've received a certain medical procedure or not, including a vaccine. So the government of Alberta at least will not be participating in anything like that.
Now, Sheila, first of all, big shout out to Kian Simone, Special K, for putting that montage together. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kian. And where do we start? I guess since you are a woman of faith, Sheila, I guess when Jason Kenney says, "I swear to God," I suppose we have to look around his back and see if he's got his fingers crossed. That's how you get out of a swearing to God, isn't it?
No, not even close. I'm going to have to send Jason Kenney a couple tweets about some confessionals that are open for him to attend. I'll send him the times in and around his area because he lied through his teeth there. Swear to God. And then he made the sign of the cross. So it's not just like a thing that you say. It's not just a colloquialism. He participated in the swearing to God. And then over and over and over again, we don't even know what a vaccine passport is. Oh, you learned pretty fast. And then he said it in a way to the person who asked that question in the live stream there, because that was a Facebook live stream. He said it in a way that if you were even asking about it or concerned about it, you're probably a conspiracy theorist. But they're here now. And so if you don't have proof of vaccination, you have to live by all these onerous restrictions that basically segregates you from society. It's a medical caste system where there are the clean and the unclean, and within your own family, clean and the unclean. So you can't gather in your own home with your unvaccinated family because the government told you that's the case. Well, I dare these people to surveil me because we're going to live our lives around here at Reid's Ranch. And we don't care if you're vaccinated, if you're not vaccinated. It's none of my business. Yep. My unvaccinated friends, my vaccinated friends, I don't care. It's none of my business. And now's the time, people of Alberta, even if you are vaccinated, are you going to let the government of Alberta treat your unvaccinated friends and family like second-class citizens, like they are a bunch of lepers, like they're dirty people who don't deserve to participate in society? It's none of our businesses why these people made the choice to be unvaccinated or to get vaccinated. But the whole point is that up until now, they were able to make that choice. The government just took it away. I am not going to let the government tell me who I can have in my own home, who my friends are, and who I can visit. That's the end of it. That's the end of discussion. And I hope and pray that there are some businesses out there who say, no, you punished us for a year and a half. We did everything you asked us to. You put us in conflict with our customers every single day. This is absolutely a bridge too far. And here's the worst, most unscientific part. Even if you are vaccinated, even if you are like, yeah, sure, apparently you need to know my private medical history so that you can pour me a Bud Light draft. Here it is. But now you're making me wear a mask too?
Oh, yes.
Are you an anti-vaxxer? Do you think your vaccine doesn't work? Do you think the vaccine doesn't work? Because if you think it doesn't work, then that making me wear a mask makes sense. Or vaccines do work. You get to pick a lane. I'm fine over here. I think it's all ridiculous.
Sheila, I have no doubt that the majority of Albertans are reacting to this with fury and sadness and a combination of those two things. Here's the thing. You know the Alberta political landscape better than I do, of course. Within Jason Kenney's own party, there must be some kind of a rebellion boiling, because these people went out and said, yeah, we're out of the woods, we're going back to normalcy. And now this?
Yeah. So they went back to their constituencies and did the summer barbecue circuit, as they tend to do out here. I don't know if you guys do those out there, but it's a big deal out here, the summer barbecue circuit. And it was pretty convenient that opened for good. Best summer ever happened right at the beginning of the summer barbecue circuit. And so these people were out there telling their constituents, yeah, trust us. Ramp up your staff in your restaurants. Get ready for NHL hockey season, because your bars and your pubs are going to be full. Buy new hockey equipment. Do whatever you're going to do. Life is back to normal. And so for them, they feel as though that Jason Kenney facilitated a lie right through their teeth to their constituents, and they are going to pay for it. Yep. If Jason Kenney wants to ruin his own political career and his own aspirations at the Prime Minister's office, because I think that's what his stopover in Alberta was all about, that's fine. But you are systematically nuking the careers of dozens of UCP MLAs. That's what's going to happen here. It's the big deal. It's our way to get back to normal. As though violating everybody's medical privacy is a completely normal thing to do, you psychopaths. But anyways, when he was tweeting about that, and I'm like, that's Jason Kenney's lawyer. He's the guy who sends out all the cease and desist letters on behalf of the premier. That guy is a big fan of vaccine passports. Here we go. It's only a matter of time. I wrote it down. I sent an email to Ezra and I said that I took his tweets, sent him in an email and said, like, this is coming. This is coming. Let's just watch and wait. And here we are.
Well, you are a Cassandra, Sheila, because what you predicted has indeed come true, and it is bad, bad news indeed. Do we have some hyper chats or super chats that have come in, my friend?
You know what? Before we go on, let's just show that clip of Shandro. Tyler Shandro, Alberta's failed health minister. If there's a person in this province who deserves to be laid off, it's not my bartender and my waitress. It's Tyler Shandro. His job was to ramp up capacity in the healthcare system, double it, triple it. I don't care, because it's a lot cheaper than the money we're going to have to pay out to support the people who are going to lose their jobs because of all of this. We have a clip yesterday. Efron, my friend, I think you grabbed it. And that's the one where he says that we can't have people in our homes unless they're vaccinated.
Let's check it out.
For unvaccinated people who are 12 and older, they will not be permitted to attend any private indoor social gatherings. For unvaccinated people who are 12 and older, they will not be permitted to attend any private indoor social gatherings.
What?
That's crazy. That is crazy. So for example, let's say mom and dad are vaccinated, but the kids aren't, because they're kids, you weirdos. And mom and dad have said, okay, fine, we're going to make the decision to get vaccinated. We're a little older, whatever, but we're not going to do this to our kids until we see a little more data. Mom and dad can go for dinner, but they got to leave the kids at home. Or they can go to the neighbor's house, or whatever, you're allowed cohorts now, so you can like join with one more family or something like that. So they can go, but they got to leave their kids at home.
Oh,
this is mental.
And Sheila, as we've discussed before, these are the salad days for the COVID Karens out there, the tattletales, the snitches, the rats. Once
Come
again,
get me.
you're going to have that one person on that one street in that one neighborhood who's going to have the binoculars out doing self-policing and phoning some kind of a snitch line. Mark my words. And you're going to have communities torn apart by this. This is despicable.
Communities, families, businesses, congregations. I mean, this is the most divisive policy in Canada right now. We complain about Justin Trudeau treating people like they're clean and unclean, but he is not saying that our children who are unvaccinated cannot participate in private social gatherings with their parents. Jason Kenney and Tyler Shandro said that. That is the most divisive policy in this entire country.
Oh, hi. That was a clip from our Rebel Daily live stream. It's hosted Monday, Wednesday, and Friday by the big boss man, Ezra Levant, and Tuesdays and Thursdays by me, Sheila Gunn Reid, and my good friend, David Menzies. On the live stream, we talk about the news of the day, we show some videos, and we interact with our viewers at home. We stream at 12 noon Eastern, 10 Mountain. You can find us on YouTube, Rumble, Super U, and Odyssey.